Hi, if you're watching, can you all close your eyes? Close your eyes just for a minute and think. We are doing a lot of thinking during this time of pandemic. Think about the time you might have hurt someone near and dear to you, not necessarily intentionally. Now open and listen to my story. So we go back like 22 years, and I am traveling to India with our then 18-month-old baby boy. Now, this is an adventure because I'm traveling alone with the baby. It takes like 2 days, door to door. And on me, I have like a zillion diapers and gazillion bottles of baby food, such as squash. So 2 weeks go by like that. And today is my last day in India, and I leave. I am in the home where I grew up, and I watch my dad. I watch my dad as he sits on the floor, intently and methodically ripening each mango, taking the top off, squeezing the pulp out for our lunch. And I watch him do that with his deformities, with his left wrist with a fracture that never healed, and with the right with a trigger finger that got neglected under my watch, the Dr. Dada. But we have a lovely, delicious, lip smacking meal. Even our baby boy devours the mangoes and the okra and does not eat his bottle of squash. Then it's time to leave. So we come to the train station, all 15 of us, and we're all crying because we don't know when we're going to see each other again. So we hop on the train, my dad and the two of us. My dad, he's responsible for dropping us to Mumbai airport, which is like a 10-hour train ride from my hometown, from Aurangabad. So we are on the train, and my dad, he runs into an acquaintance and he goes, "Here, meet my daughter. She is a doctor and she lives in America. And meet my grandson. He is very smart. He is not even 2. But my dad, very proud of all of us." So the train goes and goes and goes, and then it doesn't. It stops right in the middle of nowhere, and it's pitch dark. And we wait, but it doesn't start again. Am I now gonna miss my flight? Now my dad, he's responsible, so he's getting anxious. So he gets off the train, kind of struggling with his hands, and it's pitch dark, struggles to cross over to the nearest road and starts waving frantically to each passing car. Most don't bother, some stop and go. So eventually he comes back feeling kind of defeated, and I am feeling embarrassed. And I say to him, "Dad, what are you doing? Don't. People are looking. And you think this random waving is going to get us anywhere?" And I give him a look as in, "What do you know?" I know. I have traveled abroad. And I watch his face as it changes from anxiety to disbelief. But he does not say a word, and he takes off again, struggling, crosses over, keeps on waving, until a kind man takes us all in, drives us a couple of hours down to the airport, and we do make the flight. Now, on the flight, few hours go by, and our baby boy decides to start crying inconsolably. So, mother, I try. I give him milk. I give him squash. I talk to him, I sing to him, I shush him, nothing works. He keeps on crying pretty loudly too. So a few passengers, they try to help me. Majority give me a look as in, what kind of mom? But then the stewardess comes to the rescue with a shot glass full of brandy. And she goes, Here, you give this to that kid, and you wouldn't have to be bothered with him the entire flight. What? Last I checked, it's 21. But what should I do? I think she means well. So I take the brandy. Politely, I say, thank you very much. And I grab my baby. I go inside of the restroom. I close the door. And immediately I throw out the brandy and the shot glass without her looking. And I stay there until my baby falls asleep from sheer exhaustion of incessant crying. Then I come back to my seat with this angelic baby sleeping in my arms, and I see the stewardess give me a victorious look, and I acknowledge that. And suddenly, but painfully, it comes to me that I did not want to hurt the stewardess's feelings, but I was quick at hurting my daddy's. And then somewhere on the top of Atlantic Ocean in the middle of that flight, I burst into tears. So I take a moment today, close my eyes and say, sorry, Daddy, or as I call him, sorry, Baba. Thank you.